Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are around the world. Chris and Tammy here coming to you live from Toronto. And we want to thank you for joining us this meeting for the end of week webinar. It's always a pleasure for us to present. Just want to recognize all of you that are here bright and early. Bakshi from Bangladesh, welcome. Mary Paul from Ottawa, welcome. And MC from Texas, welcome. Richard from Chiliac, BC, welcome, Richard. We have here Esperanza from Panama, welcome. Bienvenido. And we have here Calvin. I think Calvin, I'm not sure if you're from Ghana. I think so. But anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tammy, let's share with the audience, how do we get introduced to GotBackup?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say welcome everybody to tonight's session. And Chris and we've been part of the GotBackup project for a little bit over 2 years now. It's going super fast. The owner of GotBackup contacted Chris and which we've known him for 25 plus years. We'll kind of share that in the presentation as we're speaking. He contacted us and he was telling us about this new project called GotBackup. And he was really excited because it was going fast in the international market. So we said, sure, we'll have a look at it. Good relationship with Joel. We watched him create a huge success online. And so we decided to hop on board. So tonight we're going to be sharing the information that basically we learned about when we made that decision to come aboard. We've been building internationally for the last 2 years, having a lot of fun. It's a simple project and it's very, very affordable. And people are making great money and reaching ranks pretty quick.
I totally agree, Tammy, and congratulate for all of you that are here this evening. I do understand it's a very hot summer. Well, in Toronto, Canada is, and I believe that in Texas it's very hot too. And maybe some of you are dealing with the heat, the humidity, and of course during the summer times people tend to be more in the vacation mode. But congratulations for all of you that are here this evening. We really appreciate you. And again, welcome to Sylvie. And we have here Kelvin, you're from Ghana. That's great. We have Frank from Ohio, Michelle from Ohio. We have video from Florida. Great to have you here. Now, listen, folks, the reason why we decided to be part of this venture, as Tammy stated, for the past 2 years, we've been building internationally with GotBackup. The reality is we've been building internationally for actually decades. And we have friends from all over the world. And we understand that the economy today it's a little messy. And it's very difficult for people to get involved in a new venture. Doesn't matter what the amount is. But with a price point that we're going to share with you here today, it makes complete sense. So we saw an opportunity where families can really be empowered by a global opportunity with a product and a service that everyone needs and everybody can afford. And we saw potential for massive growth and success where actually dreams can turn into reality. Now, I love representing this because this is the reality where imagine having, your brand new family here, moving into brand new home, showing off your keys because you have the means to do that. Would not be a nice thing. What about vacationing where you want to, not where you can afford to? Today with the cost of flying, and it's just unbelievable. Right now, the price of luggage is almost more expensive than the flights. It's so crazy where they try to catch you now, right? What about adding new members of the family? It's really interesting, but folks now have to decide how many family members you want, not because how many they want, but how much can they afford? And that should not be the case, but unfortunately it is. What if that would not an issue for you? And the last point here, which I think is really important, Tammy, we're in that stage in our lives right now where we're planning for retirement. We want to maintain the beautiful lifestyle that we've acquired over the years, and we don't want to kind of lose or unload this wonderful lifestyle we have because we can't afford it anymore because incomes have changed. So what if, again, we can provide you an opportunity for you to feed that? And this is why we're very, very excited for you to be here this evening.
Yeah. And it's all about empowering families. That's one thing that Chris and I have been very passionate about. As Chris mentioned, we were building globally for many years. And our passion is to break the cycle of poverty. Poverty, whether you say poverty or you say debt, I mean, it's out there. And if we can help people make an extra $300 to $500 a month and start from there and start growing that extra income, then we're doing great things. So it's all about impacting families.
I totally agree. And I realize, Lou, that you are actually from Puerto Rico. Awesome. Great to have you here. Now, here's the thing here, folks. The company began in 1997 from Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. This is where we met Joel. And I met him around 2000 or so. And I remember renting, in fact, using one of his services. As you know, GotBackup is a division of GVO, and they were hosting, and which they still do, which I still have, by the way, have my WordPress website and everything else. And I remember Joel telling me that they were moving in those days into Texas. And I remember him showing me pictures of an empty building. It was, today you're looking at it here, which is a 10,000 square feet data center. Instead of me explaining all of this, let me share a video that will kind of give you an idea of what's going on behind the scene. Let's check this out together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never.
So I'm just going to turn this over. And again, keep in mind, the video can be seen. It's available in your back office. And folks, it's just amazing. Tammy and I were there actually on site. And it's just an amazing operation. And you should see what's coming, folks. It's so
Yeah, and
exciting.
they really expanded in the back end of it as well. So it just goes to show how fast we're growing. And I love the fact that Joel is so transparent. I mean, you
Mhm.
have your stuff stored anywhere else, and you don't even know what's happening. You don't even know where it
Yeah.
is. So
He's
I
an
love that
awesome
transparency that he
He's an
shares
awesome
that.
CEO to work with. And by the way, it's so
Yeah.
awesome to see people from Ghana here. I know it's super late for you. So thank you for being here and congratulations for your commitment. I know you guys are absolutely rocking. Now, folks, there's two global trends that we need to consider here. If you want to invest your time and money and effort, you tend to want to put your time and money into areas that you know are part of our future. And folks, you're going to see that what we have to offer is absolutely amazing and it's so part of our future. Tammy, let's talk about this first slide. Talk about trend one.
Yeah, and it's all about devices and storage. We're living in a paperless world, so everybody is storing everything into any device that they own today. And I think most people have at least a couple devices. And so there's a huge trend that's happening right now in the digital storage space. And Chris is going to show you some great stats for
Yeah,
what's
and I
coming.
know that this slide's a bit older here, folks, but look at the wave from 6% to 60%. I mean, that is a massive jump.
Mhm.
Look at this slide over here. These are predicted income looking at the cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030. We're looking at 90 billion in revenue, close to half a trillion, which I think is very conservative, knowing that everything is going on the cloud right now. Absolutely amazing. And one of the main reason is our cell phone addiction.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we use our devices for everything. You can call it addiction if you want, but everything is available on our devices.
I totally agree 100%. And the thing is, because of that, the data loss concern is growing. 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phone or lost their data. Think about it, folks. This is close to half of a population. That's quite significant. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptops, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. It's a major pain in the behind when you lose a device that's expensive like this, but the data that's inside of it, you can't get it back. This is going back in time, which we know we just can't do. Not as far as I can tell. So the fact here, folks, is what we have here is very precious, and we want to store it. Here's another message that is quite irritating.
Yeah, and everybody gets these messages as you start filling your devices, and you're going to notice that you're filling them faster and faster in today's world because again, we're digital, right? So, so these are the messages that you get where you have no choice but to clean up and get rid of stuff, or you pay more. So we're going to show you something that is so valuable. When Chris and I saw it, we had to be part of it, and
I
the
totally agree,
service
Tammy.
alone was amazing.
It's like they're putting you in a corner where you don't want to delete your precious pictures. You don't
Yeah,
have the time to sort through them all,
yeah,
but you kind of have to. But what if that was not an issue? And that's what we want to help you with. We'll show you in a minute. So the fact here, folks, is the second trend is making more money. We understand what's going on. I mean, there's a lot going on here today with a trade war and everything. It's just here. And at the end of the day, we're the sheeps that just keep working and just have to deal with whatever decisions are made. At the end of the day, here, folks, is we can't depend on anybody else other than ourselves, and that's where people are looking for ways to make extra money. And this is a really perfect opportunity. 42% of Americans, if I may focus on the American market here, have side gigs. What about the Generation Z? These are our children, 18 to 25, 62%. Folks, 62%. What about the rest of the world? This is why this is a massive trend. And you can leverage from these global trends with GotBackup. That's what we want to talk to you about here. Let's talk about the product we offer.
yeah. This is the exciting part. So with GotBackup, you get 6 terabytes of data storage. And with your account, you can have 5 additional accounts, each having their own password and username. And you can decide how much of the 6 terabytes that you want to share with that and with them. And it's all unlimited devices. So when I first saw that, I thought, oh my gosh, every single family needs this because it's only $10 a month. So that blew me away, just that alone. And then when Joel said, hey, this is a home-based business that, that pays you really well by telling other people, Chris and I said, okay, we're in. So yeah, a lot of people come on board because of the value that he brings to the table.
Absolutely. And we're just getting started here, folks. And some of you say, well, I'm using iCloud, I'm using Dropbox, I'm using Google Drive. Let me ask you this question. Do they pay you a commission to use their services? Because that's exactly what we're offering here. And Tammy and I are making a full-time living. Folks, I'm telling you, we're doing very, very, very well. But of course, we're very consistent. And that's why I congratulated you to be here this evening, because Tammy and I are very, very consistent and very organized. Now, these are the monthly fees where it's around $10 a month, 2 terabytes. Okay. What we offer is the same thing. But folks, again, we have an opportunity. We have unlimited devices. And you can have any kind of operating systems. It could be Mac, could be PC. It doesn't matter. It could be Unix. As long as you connect to the cloud, you can back up your stuff. Here's yearly. Now, don't quote me the exact amount because it could vary from year to year, but just could be an approximation where iCloud, it's definitely more expensive, $360 a year for 6 terabytes. Dropbox, definitely more expensive. It says here $668 a year for 6 terabytes. And Google Drive is $216 a year. Again, could vary based on what you choose to have. That says 5 terabytes. Now, the fact here, folks, is we have just shy of $100. Again, 6 terabytes. Unlimited devices, folks. And you can even add an extra terabyte or 2 or 3 for nickel and dimes. It's unbelievable value. But here's the thing. We're offering so much more than a cloud storage, and that's what we're going to share with you briefly at the end. So tell me, let's summarize before we show people how to install this on your cell phone. Let's talk a little bit about the kind of summarize the benefits of what we have.
All right. So you get 6 terabytes of storage, $9.97 a month, or $99.97 for the year. And you save a couple months of payments. And that includes up to 6 accounts. And you can see Android or iPhone. You have, you saw the video on the security itself, and it's military grade, encrypted. You can see there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I don't know anybody who would set everything up and want to quit to pay to get less value and pay the same amount. So people are staying on board. So
I totally
it's exciting.
agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Folks, let me share with you how simple it is to install this on your cell phone. It's completely seamless. As long as you're following instructions, let the software do the job. Let's check this out.
Hey everybody. This is a quick walkthrough of how to install your GotBackup app onto your mobile device. In this case, I'm using the Android Galaxy, but the process is the same also on an iPhone. So to download your app, there's 2 ways to do this. You can either come to the Play Store. On an iPhone, it's called just the App Store, and just search for GotBackup. And there it is. Or we could come to our members area and go to use this tool. And then you will see it here on your dashboard. So again, I'm using my Android device. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it's going to take me to my Google Play Store. If you're on an iPhone, it will take you to your App Store on your iPhone device. So I'm going to go ahead and install that. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and open it. It's going to ask you to log into your account. Go ahead and allow all your notifications so it could let you know that everything's being uploaded properly, and go ahead and put in your unique ID. Once logged in, you will be asked to let GotBackup access your photos and videos on your mobile device. Select Allow. Without having to do anything, an Android upload folder was automatically created for me. Neat! If you are on an iPhone, the folder will be called iPhone Upload. Now, depending on how many photos and videos is on your device, your first backup might take some time. So it is highly recommended that your device is on a charger and is connected to Wi-Fi. It is a good idea to start your first backup in the evening and keep your GotBackup app open and let it back up overnight. One more thing I'd like to point out. If I tap on these 3 little lines on the top left corner and tap on Settings, you will see these 3 boxes under Monitor are automatically checked. Auto Upload will automatically upload all future photos and videos taken on your device to your GotBackup cloud. Camera Roll Upload will back up all existing photos and videos that are stored on your device to your GotBackup cloud. And Upload Only on Wi-Fi will only back up your data while connected to Wi-Fi. If you have an unlimited data plan, you can uncheck this. So if I come to my gallery, I'm going to have a slew of pictures from over the years. This is actually Joel's phone, so if I come to my albums, I have almost 1,400 pictures. Alright, so if I come to my app, come back to my menu and click Transfers, you're going to see all my pictures now are uploading. Since this might be a large upload at first and I have a low battery, it's highly recommended that you plug into a power source. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, now that's finished. We can now see that our Android upload has all been categorized by what year these photos were taken. These were taken in 2021. And this was just recently. So that's pretty much it. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward.
And you know what I love about the fact that we have the app on the phone is once you back up your computers or your computer or computers or all your devices, your phone or any other devices that connects to the cloud become a portal to every single piece of data that you have uploaded in there. It's absolutely amazing. So Tammy, let's shift over because, you know, this is the only cloud storage that pays you. Making money with GotBackup, it's absolutely awesome, folks. So let's check this out.
Yeah, so you can see here there's 7 ways to earn. Several of them on the bottom portion. Chris is just going to briefly go through that, but those are extra bonuses. But the 3 that we're going to focus on that are highlighted are the foundation of building. So customer acquisition bonus, CAB for short. That's when somebody decides they want to become a member, they want to earn some income and tell other people, and of course, benefit from the value of the product itself. So if somebody joins, it's 200% upfront. So you're going to get 200% if they come in and decide to pay monthly. And you're going to get 50% upfront if they decide to pay a year upfront, which is fantastic. Imagine how much money you can make every time you sign somebody up for a year subscription. And 25%, that's on the marketing stuff in the background. So VIP package offers, and they're going to offer stuff in the future as well. And you can see customers on the bottom part is 25% ongoing for customers only. And these are people who just want to use the service. They love the service. And they don't want to sign as a member. And an example is if you had 20 people that signed up and they decide to sign up for the $10 a month, let's just round it off, $10 a month, you're getting 200% up front. That's $20 times 20 people, $400 in commission. And you're never limited. The world needs to know about this. And we're going to tell you how many countries we're in after. Up to now. And for customers, let's say you had 20 customers, 25% ongoing, keeping that round off of $10 instead of the $9.97 to keep it simple, $2.50 times 20 customers. That's $50 every month ongoing. And again, you can get more customers and increase that.
I totally agree. And the fact here, folks, is what Tammy talked about. This is how we start. You can make $50. Again, we're summarizing on the amount of 50. It's not exactly, it's like 49 something. Or $20, again, it's 19 something. But do the math. If you sponsor 10 people with a $50, that's $500. You sponsor 20 people, it's a lot more. It's $1,000. So that's how it all begins. That's how you build your foundation. What I'm about to explain to you now, that's on the back end. That's your residual income. This is your retirement income. So the cycle earnings occurs based on sponsoring people into your business. And the way this works is you have 2 sides. There's a left side or right side. And of course, I mirror to you, you know what I mean? So when you see indirect, that's someone above you sharing the same leg as you. If you have 3 people to sponsor, someone has to end up under someone else that you've sponsored. That's why you may see a direct here underneath the indirect. That's because you sponsor that person there. The indirect you benefit from, and the indirect person benefits from your sponsorship. That's the power of the 2-team tree. Now, let me explain to you now that bonus, number 2, the cycle bonus. There are 2 tiers. Tiers represent a different amount. In fact, tier 2, for the past several years, it's about 3 times as much as tier 1. So you want to be a tier 2, and I'll explain to you how to do this in a minute. Really simple. Step number 1, you need to be active. That means that you're paying your service where you pay for the year, which I highly recommend to pay for the year because it's cheaper and it's a lot easier where you do 1 transaction a year instead of every single month. Number 2 is you enrolled others to join the team, but you need to have at least 2 people, 1 on your left team and 1 on your right team. Okay, that's how you activate. From that point on, number 3, to earn the cycle, you need to have 6 members in your business, which can be combined of you bringing 6 people, or from your 2, they brought some that brought total up to 6, or this mix also with people above you that might be sharing the same leg. Okay, you don't expect your upline to do things for you, but hey, if it happens, bonus to you. The bottom line is whenever there's 6 people in your business, that occurs in that fashion of 4, a ratio of 4 to 2. That means 4 on one side, 2 on the other. It generates a cycle. The question was, how much is a cycle? Well, it's based on the company's profitability. It varies from month to month. If you look at a company like Dropbox that has 700 million users, I assure you that a cycle could be worth a whole lot more. Right? So GotBackup is a very young company. It is still starting and it still is its infancy of maturity. So folks, give it time. I'm telling you, this is going to be massive. But also your rank, as I mentioned, tier 1 and tier 2. So my question to you is, how many people do you want in your business to generate hundreds, thousands of cycles? You understand what I mean? So this is where it becomes interesting. Number 3, this gets even better now. Because as you start building your team, you are getting rewarded for people you have sponsored. So if you sponsored 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 2 people, or whatever the amount is for you, well, you have the potential to earn a percentage. Okay. And the mean by potential is you need to be a sapphire to qualify. And it's, again, I'll show you in a minute how to get there. The point here is you get 25% from every single person that you've sponsored into your business, that it is 2, 1,000, or whatever. Now, here's the kicker. You can earn up to $1,000 for every single person you brought in as a sapphire. Now look at the ladder here. You can earn up to $20,000 on every single body that you've enrolled into GotBackup based on their growth. Do you understand? Let's go back to Dropbox with 700 million users. Do you understand? Do you see the big picture here? This is why Tammy and I are very excited about this. This is going to grow. Just like people were laughing in the year 2013, 2014 when Bitcoin came about. In fact, it was 2010 or whatever. The point is, look at it today. 1 Bitcoin is over 118,000 US dollars. Think about it. From $300 plus to $118,000. Folks, it's all about timing and positioning yourself before trends starts taking off. This is one of those trends, folks, that you do not want to miss. Now, the other bonuses there are added bonuses based on rank that you're going to achieve, where generation bonus or other bonuses that are offered, where think about every single $10 a month that you're in your business. Imagine getting 2.5%. It may not seem like a lot when you look at 10 people, but again, go back to Dropbox with 700 million users. I keep bringing this up so you understand the big picture here. Dynamic compression, it's kind of like number 4, but you go deeper in the tree based on your rank. And rank pool is bonuses when you reach certain ranks and so forth. Leadership bonus. It's absolutely awesome. Tammy, let's summarize what people have to do to earn a business, to make money in our business.
Yeah, so it's simple. You sign up, and Tim, I know you're asking the question. It's definitely cloud storage. That's GotBackup, and 6 terabytes of data storage. You have 6 members on one account, up to 6 members for $10. Well, it's $9.97. So I'm going to share that with you in the next slide. So you sign up, and the first goal is to register a couple people, 1 on the left, 1 on the right team, just like Chris was showing, so you can start generating some income. And go ahead and register a couple more. It's easy, you guys, because it's such an inexpensive product. It's high value product. And everybody is using data storage. So it's such a no-brainer to be part of this for $10 a month. And really, you just duplicate this with everybody you bring in. Get everybody to bring a couple people, and they'll bring a couple more people, and then it grows and grows and grows from there. The last 2 years, we've been exploding in the international markets. So it's $20. That's a fee annually to be part of the compensation plan to earn. And you decide you want to come in monthly or yearly. We've got yearly highlighted simply because most people want to save money.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Danielle.
A couple months worth of payments, $99.97 annually, and yeah, so you're ready to be in business.
Folks, we're in 161 countries right now with Bangladesh, folks. This is, there's 194, 95 countries around the world. I don't know the exact amount. The point here is we're not far from there, folks. We are not far from there. We're less than like 30 or so, 34, whatever. The point here is eventually we're going to be representing every single countries around the world where people are using our services. We are getting started here. And recognition and achievement is so important. Babies cry for it. Adults die for it. We understand that. That's why it's so important. And this is a ladder. So by watching this, it'll explain to you how you benefit from these bonuses that we were telling you about a moment ago. As a bronze, you sponsor one person. Okay. As a copper, this is what Tammy was telling you about. 1% on your left, 1% on your right, and repeat it. But the moment you've done it once, you become a copper. And the moment someone in your team did it once, you become a silver. Okay. Someone in your team becomes copper that you've brought in, or someone that they've brought in, not silly one you brought in. As long as it deviates from someone you brought in, you become a silver. You become a gold when you sponsor 5 people in your business, and 3 of them, it may not be the ones you sponsored, as long as it comes from one of them, become a copper. Do you understand the process of duplication? So when there's 25 people on your team, then you are a gold. So you start getting the bonuses number 4 I was telling you about. Now, what's really cool, as a platinum, now the company says, okay, we want you to get 10 people. And these 10 people will qualify you as a platinum, sapphire, and emerald. You don't need to bring more than 10 to get all the way up to emerald. Now, there is other requirement, and that's what I'm about just to share with you. As a platinum, instead of 3 coppers, you need 4. Do you understand? It's not the end of the world. It's called duplication. With the 40 people on your team, now you're a platinum. Why is platinum so important? Remember in a cycle bonus, we were telling you there's 2-tier, where tier 2, you make 3 times as much as tier 1. Well, that's a platinum. You get that. You remember when I was telling you about the matching cycles? You saw the up to $1,000 or $20,000 for every single person you bring in. I'm not saying you're going to make that here, folks. What I'm saying is that's a ladder of possibilities based on the growth of their businesses. My point is this occurred when you're a sapphire. You remember the 10 you got when you were a platinum? It's the same 10. You don't need to go get more, which it's up to you if you want to. And I do recommend it as long as you got your 10. And from there, you got 5 people that are copper, just one more from a platinum, and a total of 50 people on your team. You see how this works? It's all about duplication. It is the power of duplication with a service that everyone can afford. And from that point on, if this keeps duplicated, you will move up the rank as emerald, ruby, diamond, double, triple, blue, red, black, diamond. And then the potential is absolutely limitless. Stay the course, folks. Don't give up. Let's talk about the support we give you.
Yeah, lots of support. Personalized referral link. You have a personalized landing page. You have an email marketing system that is built in, which blew Chris and I away for that $10 a month. That's included. It's absolutely free. And there's incredible videos to teach you how to do it. Or if you want to pay to have some emails done for you, you can do that as well. Marketing tools, they're always evolving in all of this. You've got a regular online presentation every single Wednesday night. Never miss out, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Chris and I do this one. Joel comes in once in a while. Joel is doing next week's presentation.
Yeah, next Wednesday, Joel's going to be presenting.
Yeah,
so make sure you're
by
there,
himself. So it's an opportunity to bring everybody to meet the owner of this company. And team trainings are available. Presentations are available in different countries, different languages. And trainings are going on with the company every Saturday, 10 a.m. Never miss out on that one if you want to grow and learn new things.
I totally agree, folks. Listen, it's a product that everyone needs and a business that everyone can afford. That's why it's so exciting. Folks, if you saw something you like here, I know Generation Zone, I mentioned a few times here, folks. Start now, not later. Later never happens. Start right now. Go to gotbackuplive.com. Someone here type in the group here, folks, gotbackuplive.com. Go there right now and sign up. Because you came in with a referral link that someone gave you to invite you to go here, it will take you, the company will recognize who brought you into the business. And if you got in through a YouTube link, just tell the person that you're ready to get started and you need the link for you to get started. It's as simple as that. Folks, at the end of the day, just to give you a quick summary of how this works, let me kind of remove this for a minute and let me share with you. First of all, there's a cash contest in the month of July for the top 10 people, folks. Let's just get working. If you're new in this business, you're more likely to qualify because you are started to build your business. Where many of us, we've brought in a lot of people in our team, and now we're maintaining, supporting, and we bring people here and there. But those of you that are getting started, you're the one that should be on the top of the list. Those of you that are recruiting, $500 for first place and $300 second place, third place $200, fourth place $100, and the other 5 to 10 is $50, which I think is very cool and very generous. Now, what's really cool here, folks, is I want to focus on your business here. So when you come in, you see your rank here, you see the support system here. And by the way, when you click on support, this is where you need to go to see the answer. Don't expect an email response. Go back to support and check the answer. That's the way it is today online. I want to focus on those two links over here. Use this tool. If you click on use this tool, it will bring you to this page. You can see here that I'm using quite a bit of my cloud. I mean, I have many computers backed up there. My point here, these are the two buttons that are important to you if you're getting started. If you have a PC, you click this button. If you have a Mac, you click this button. You don't know what to do when you click the button, watch the video first. It's a very similar video, but based on the app running on your PC or your Mac. Okay. And it's really, really simple. Where this one over here is the one you just saw earlier in the presentation. It's exactly what it is. If you click these buttons, it's just going to take you to the Apple Store or the App Store or the Google Play Store. Okay. And then you just search for GotBackup, and then it will find it. You install it and go through the process and watch the video if you're not sure. Here's what's really cool. If you click on this button right now, it's going to take you to your cloud. Or just like you would go to your Dropbox.com, I'm going to put into my GBU.com cloud. And here we are. Okay. So these are my three computers. This one is this computer over here. That's a PC. Okay. What I'm talking you through, that's my Mac. You can see it right over here. This one over here, you notice the date was in May 29th. It's because we left on the 30th from Florida. Okay. That's when we left Florida and the computer's there and it's turned off. So that's why the backup stopped, because your computer is off. So the bottom line is these are my computers. And what's really, really cool here, folks, is very, very soon. And I know we're saying this for a while, but it's very, very close. When you click on this button over here, right now, you only see this button. When you click this button, these are the instructions for you to access the directories that the files in your directories that you backed up on your cloud. But in the very near future, you're going to see a button like this. When you click on that, it's going to show you your computer. You can click here. This is my computer. Okay. And you can see my desktop, my documents, every single file that are in my computer are all backed up over here, nice and safe. So from there, I can turn around, go to my desktop and select any pictures that I want. And I can turn around and share this with anyone and move it or download it or whatever. Okay. So this is coming really, really, really soon. Now, let me focus on your phone device. Okay. This is my iPhone over here. So when I click on, if I had an Android phone, it would say Android phone, but this is the iPhone. So if I click on that, you can see here in 2025 or 2024, that's a full year calendar month. Okay. They're all year from January to December. If I go back to 2025, now we're in July. So every single pictures, photos, every single videos that I save from TikTok or whatever, because some of the things I like to save for later, they're backed up in here. Okay. Really, really, really awesome. And here's a collaborate and share. So what's happening here is you can drag and drop, just like you're taking a file or directory from one directory on your computer to another directory. Well, you just move it right into your cloud. And on Saturdays, we do a lot of trainings on that. Go back to our training Saturdays to the GVU channel. And you go back to the trainings and you look at back office training. It's all there. We repeat it often. You can drag files right into your Windows here and it will copy it nice and simple. And then you can collaborate and share. So if I want to share, for example, a song, this is my uncle here. He has that's a CD, and I can turn around, I can get the link, and I can share it with someone else, and other people can listen to these songs, right? Really, really, really cool. Now, I mean, I could go on and on and on. So let me go back here. And the other thing I want to focus on is reseller tools. This is how you build your business. When you click on reseller tools, it will take you right here. And these are all the funnels, which, by the way, people don't realize that, but these funnels, when you go to, every network marketing companies out there, they don't give you funnels. You need to buy these services from third-party companies. And this could vary between $100 to $150 to $250 a month. I am not kidding here, folks. It's very expensive to have these funnels. That does not include also that you need an email campaign once they opt in. So when you click on this and they put their name and email, where does that go? Well, you need an email service for that. All of that is included. It's all included. You can in your lead capture system. So again, these are all the different funnels. This one, someone wants to sign up on the spot. This one is a bit of an older funnel. These ones, if you want to do some ad campaigns on the side, these two over here, if you want someone to try the service for 7 days for free, awesome. 7 days, they can turn around and install the app on a computer and their phone, back up everything. And these are the brand new ones. This is for someone that don't really like network marketing. That could be a really good link. And this one over here is a brand new one that was just recently added by Joel, folks. So just try it. Just click on them and just test it by putting your name and email and see the kind of response you get. Okay. Absolutely awesome. So in closing here, folks, Tabby and I are very, very proud of what we have to offer here. And at the end of the day, if you saw anything that makes sense to you here, go to GotBackupLive.com, start right now, and let's start changing your life in the way that you want to live your life opposed to the life that you have to live. Any last comments, Tammy, you want to share as we end?
I'm just connecting with Tim in regards to the funnels. So they're done for you, as Chris mentioned. You can choose, you can market all these funnels, or you can, pick a specific one that you like. You just want to focus on that funnel, which is fantastic. And I know Angel had asked Chris for the compensation plan in Spanish in your back office under extra promo tools. Mm-hmm. You click on the Spanish folder and you can access the compensation plan directly in there.
Yes.
Are you going to show them? Okay.
Yeah. So again, if you select the language over here that you want, but at the end of the day here, folks, is you select the language, okay? And based on language of selection, by default, you will have the right information. But when you go into use this tool, which I think
extra promo tools.
Yeah, extra promotional tool, exactly. If you click on that, you can see here that we have different details. So let's say training videos, promotional videos. I think that's the one. No, that's not the one. I forgot which one it is. I haven't been there for a while. Training videos, social media, presentation slides, promo content, maybe. Here we go. We have Russian, Italian, English, French, Spanish. So if you go to Spanish, then you can see here you have the compensation plan and you have videos and all the details, right? So folks, listen, there's nothing missing here. Again, if you go back, you click on extra promotional tool, and that's where everything is. And again, I highly, highly recommend, I'm just going to point everybody to this because there's so much information there. Of course, it's asking me to sign in. Let me just.
So while you're doing, are you going to the YouTube channel?
Yeah. So let me just go
perfect.
right there.
There you go, Tim. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go to the YouTube channel, let's go to. Okay, so you want to make sure that I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in the chat, in a comment here for your benefits, because everything is in there. And I suggest that you click on that, and I suggest that you subscribe to the channel. Okay, highly, highly, highly recommend you subscribe to it. And from there, you can see that this one is live as we speak here. But if you go under the playlists, there's a lot of choices. There's events, Spanish presentations. Tammy and I did some basic trainings over here. We have the African presentations over here that are beautiful presentation from the African community. We have here, that's the Wednesday night presentations. let's see here. Here we go. These are the training sessions. So if you click on that, it's going to point you to every single trainings that's been conducted in the past several years. And there's a lot of information here to help you kind of figure out exactly what to do, how to operate the system, how to work with the back office, how to use the emails, how to use the funnels, what are the best practices. It's all there. There's nothing missing.
And if you enjoyed tonight's session, just make sure you give us a thumbs up. It helps people to look at the channel, the GVO channel. And if you have any questions, you can always add something in the comments there. Get back to the person, you know, who sent you the link. They can answer any questions as well, just to get some clarity if you need that clarity. I can tell you that it is the best decision we made. It's got to be the simplest business. We've been in network marketing for a very, very long time, 25 plus years. And this is simple. It's simple.
Absolutely.
Everybody uses data storage. So it's nothing new for anybody. And the price is right.
So let's get to work here, folks. Let's get started. GotBackupLive.com. And let's begin. Listen, it was a real pleasure. On Friday morning, we still do another presentations. If you're part of our Telegram group, if you're part of our email campaign, whatever, you will receive all of that. So we'll see you on Friday. And on Saturday, we'll have a training, and the information will be sent to you very, very shortly. Have yourself a great rest of your evening, folks. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you for the wonderful feedback. And bye for now.
Good night, everybody.